So how many do we have? How many are we keeping? And how many are we ditching? I'll be right back with the numbers. Okay, everybody, welcome back to Jen's Hangout. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, I'm so glad you're here. You know that. Anyway, what is going on today? We are on declutter part, I have no idea. Like 7, I think. We are on eyeshadow drawer number 3. So that's where we are. And this is Jeffree Star Big Palettes, Glam Light, Big ColourPop palettes, Big Beauty Bay palettes. I got all kinds of stuff in here. So the first one here is box of crayons. The is Shadow palette. This one I have not had a chance to really use or break in yet, and oh my gosh, I really want to. I hope you guys can see the colors in that. I mean, it's so pretty. So pretty. So, and a yellow is, it's like butter. But look at that yellow. That's a pretty good yellow and a really bad swatch. So that one's not going anywhere. Now I'm going to have to get really creative where I put stuff, because I have run out of room with all these big palettes. But I need to get my swatch army on here. I think what I'll do, and I've turned my fan on finally, because your girls' hot flashes are getting for real under all these lights and everything. So this one's staying. I'm gonna put her back in the drawer, I think. That's what I'll do. Just stick her right there. Okay, so we have the cremated palette. I have sold this palette, given this palette away, all after I bought mine. I really do like this palette. It is a good palette. There's some redundancy in it, but it's not bad. And so I'm gonna continue to keep this palette. Now, I have this pretty set. It was supposed to be by You Can Be. I got it from Temu, not from You Can Be. Here's one side. I have not had a chance to play with it at all. So, I mean, it has every color you could ever need. So, I'm going to go ahead and keep this one, at least for one more round, so that I can play with it and see if it's any good, you know? I mean, people rave about the You Can Be one, so let's see what this one can do. This is the Cocoa Urban. I have a couple other palettes by that brand, so I'm very curious. This is the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. I really do like this palette. It is a beautiful palette. It's super fun, bright. You can make some really cool looks with it. So it's not going anywhere. This is the Juvia's Place Wahala 2. This is a stunning palette. Absolutely stunning. It does have some pressed glitters in here. I will forgive it because it is that good. So I'm not getting rid of it. So this is the It's Belle Cool Summer Pressed Pigment Palette. I think this one is broken. Yes, it is. And that is why I have not mucked with it. I think what I might do is just take some tape and put it over that. Because the rest of it is gorgeous. And then I'd be able to use it. So I think that's what I'll do. I think I'm just going to do like Temu did and put a piece of tape. So I think I got this in an ice cream. Maybe I got it from Alice. I can't remember. I'm so bad. But this will be in the mending pile. Okay. This is the Beauty Bay Nikki Tutorials palette. Beautiful palette. Love this palette. Really do. I mean, this color screams to me. And I remember her talking about how she used this one and this one as blushes, and I can totally see that. This one and this one would make great contours and bronzers. So you could use this as a highlight. You could even use one of these three as a highlight if you wanted to, depending on how heavy you wanted to go. This would be a pretty highlight. So it's a really versatile palette. I believe it's $10 on the Beauty Bay website right now. So I'm not getting rid of that. This palette I hunted and hunted and hunted and hunted for. I'm not getting rid of it. Ever. Probably. This is the So Jaded Kathleen Lights and ColourPop palette. And I love this palette. I need to use it more. Because this would be a great everyday palette. It really is stunning. I've only been able to use it a few times because I just have so much. And I still have so much. I'm not purging enough, but this one's not going anywhere. Okay, we have the O palette from Mr. Star, which is all matte neutrals. I keep talking about how many neutral palettes do we need. But this is a pretty good one. I won't argue with that. I could do a lot of boring office looks with this. Honestly, I think I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm not knocking office people. Please don't think that. But I don't wear neutral looks that often. And when I do, I have many palettes. And I think, seriously, I think I've only used this palette like once. So, this one's going. My husband's going to be shocked. Every time I bring out a Jeffree Star something, he's like, I thought you were never getting rid of your Jeffree Star. I will never get rid of this one, though, because this is by far my favorite palette of his. And, of course, he discontinued it. So, there's that. It's the Alien palette. It's gorgeous. Like, I mean, hello. Look at this. Right? And this purple. And this green. When he did the Bloodlust palette, this is what he should have gone after. Not what he did. But anyway. So this one's never leaving. Ever. Not if I have anything to say about it, at least. I am tempted to get rid of the box, but being that it is a discontinued item, I won't. But I do need to. I mean, those are my two favorite colors. Purple, green, and then them mixed together. Come on. Yes. It's fabulous. Fabulous. Okay. Sorry. This is the Glam Light Cake palette. I just recently got this one, I want to say last winter. And I love this. I love Glam Light. They are beautiful. But this is truly a stunning palette. And I haven't really had a chance to play with it. So I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to flip and use it. Because I need to use it. Because it's so beautiful. And I mean, come on. This is the paint palette, the Pro palette. This is the smaller of the two. I have the bigger one listed on my Mercari, if anybody is ever interested. This was my favorite one. So, as a rainbow palette, I know I have several rainbow palettes, but this is just your good primary colors. So this one's not going nowhere. But you know what? I'm going to get rid of this outer packaging. Because it is beat to you know what. And this is good sturdy packaging. They made it well. They really did. Okie dokie. So I'm going to bring some of these over here. So I have the Beauty Killer 2. I don't even know if I've done a look with this. Honestly. It's really pretty. And I'll keep it. Why he threw in that neon yellow, I will never understand. Because to me it doesn't fit anything. But whatever. But I'll keep this one. And I'll use for another year and see if it comes up in the wheel, because I haven't, like I said, I haven't even touched it. These are from Vampire Cosmetics. They are so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Okay? And you can't see them. They're upside down. Anyway, here. Cthulhu Desserts, Wuthering Heights, Jane Eyre. These are, I want to say 36 shade palettes. So, hello, travel friendly. And where did my opener go? Where did it go? I just had it. Here it is. That's what happens when you set things down where they don't belong. Anyway. Okay. So this is Cthulhu Desserts, and it is Cthulhu, because this is the name of a book series. Okay, so you have the first page. Stunning. And there are more Cthulhu series. And here is the second page. And then the third page. I have there's so many. Anyway, I have so many plastic sheets there. Anyways, I have a discount code in my description box for, I want to say like 10 or 15% off from these guys, and they are truly phenomenal. I mean, really, really, really great. They really are. A great, great formula. And they are a woman-owned company, which is really cool. So, and I think it's Jen's Hangout. I think it's just Jen's Hangout, as always. This is the Wuthering Heights. So beautiful. I think this one and the Jane Eyre are very ethereal. They have a Dracula palette as well. And then, of course, the Emily palettes. But So pretty. So many different looks out of this one thing. And, I mean, come on. You could totally toss that in your suitcase. It will travel really, really well. You could put that in a carry-on, for crying out loud. And you got looks for days and days and weeks. Here's the Jane Eyre. Here it is. See what I mean? So ethereal. I don't think I've used the Jane Eyre yet. This is the more neutral. Obviously, Miss Jane Eyre. Come on. But so beautiful. Look at those. This is a mat. Hello, my beautiful girl. That's my Coda. See, there you go. Stunning. Stunning. It's so pretty, huh, Coda? It's so pretty, isn't it? It's so pretty. Just like you. Huh, baby girl? Is it so pretty? Could say woo? Woo, woo. She's like, peace out, Mom. No, that's not really what she's saying. She's really saying, give me my dinner. But they're a little bit early. But that is the Jane Eyre palette. So stinking beautiful. So these are from Vampire Cosmetics. I highly recommend. And I don't think my code's affiliated. If it is, it says if it is, but I did it to save you guys some money. So that's why it's there. No other reason. Okay. So now I have these three. But this one first. This one, my dearest Alice sent this to me because I told her I got mine. When I got mine in the BoxyCharm palette, or in the BoxyCharm fiasco, it was moldy. And I couldn't use it. And sadly, this one broke. And this one broke. These are very, very, very soft glitters. But the rest of the palette is completely intact and beautiful. And I am so grateful to her for it. I love it so much. It's stunning. Absolutely stunning. I mean, she dried it out and everything. She felt so bad. And she shouldn't. But, anywho, that one's not going anywhere. I love this palette. It's beautiful. And I cannot thank her enough for it. But this is the Best of Life. I think this is number 2. Does it say? It doesn't say. What doesn't it say? This one must be number 1 then. Because there's 2 of them. She has both of them. She has 1 and 2. And I think this is number 1. So, anyway, it's stunning. Absolutely beautiful. And then, of course, I have these 2. I have all the trunks as well, and I'll show you. This is Pink Religion. I'm debating about this one. I've been up in arms about it. And I have thoughts. I really do. I mean, it's a gorgeous palette. It really is. And I have made a couple nice looks out of it. But you know what? Honestly, I don't know. This one's going to go in the maybe because I just can't decide if I want to get rid of this one or not. I just can't decide. I like it, but I never, ever, ever reach for it. So I don't know. I just don't know. So this is a maybe. This is the Bloodlust. And as you can see, in all her glory. Shelly and I did the palette love with this one as well. And so I have used every single shade in this palette beyond more than once. And I mean, it's a gorgeous palette. It really is. But this one's going to go in the maybe as well. It really is. I mean, I'd almost rather just buy the single shades that I like out of the palettes and do a Z palette than keep the full palette, if that makes sense. I mean, these take up a seriously large amount of space. I mean, look at how big that is. So big. Okay, so the trunk palettes I don't mind quite so much because they're a little easier to store. And I say a little. They at least stack on each other. Okay, this is the Blood Sugar palette. I won't get rid of this one. I really do. I don't do a lot of red looks, but when you need the reds, it's not really red, right? He does these palettes, not really what the color, but there are some really good reds in here, and I really like that. But, you know, like here's, you can do a normal look with them, which is nice. But yeah, so I won't get rid of the Blood Sugar because I like it. And the Blood Money, this palette is out of his palettes, his trunk palettes especially, is probably my second favorite. My first one is the Conspiracy. I don't buy his stuff very often anymore. I don't like getting into these trunk palettes, but this is a truly beautiful palette. It was well done conceptually, so it's nice and I like it. It's a pain in the tuchus to get into though. So, but like I said, I love the formula. Love it. It's good. Okay, this was my second ever palette from Jeffree. I got it in the Christmas mystery box. And Becca's Beauty. That's not her channel name now. I forget what her channel name is now, but she convinced me to do this blue look with this. So, but this is a really nice palette, really is. And I don't have, I mean, other than my Midnight palette, I really don't have a lot of looks or a lot of everybody says it comes off pink. It doesn't to me. It comes off blue. I don't know. Yeah, they come off blue to me. Yeah, her and I did she convinced me to do a blue look, and it came out really cute, and it really got me out of my makeup shell. And so I'm very grateful to her for that. So I have a lot of memories tied to this. So I probably won't ever get rid of my trunks. It's just the other two that I just don't know if I will or not. And then last but not least is the Conspiracy palette. I love this palette. I don't care what anybody says. It is My favorite Jeffree Star palette. It really is. I mean, you can see that it is very well loved. It has seen lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of use. It's really the first big significant piece of makeup that I got after getting back into makeup. So it's a big deal. So I like it. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Okay, so that is drawer number 3. And we only have one palette for sure that we're getting rid of out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 for sure keeping with 2 maybes. I don't know if that's good odds. So that's, what did I say? 19 for sure. 2 questions. And 1 declutter. Okay. Well, on to the next one. I really just don't know if I want to get rid of them or not. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, stay tuned for the next video. Is drawer number 4. And that is all my high-end stuff. So, stay tuned. Love you guys so much.